homes have never been built like this before. My name is Derek Oyang, and I'm project manager of this team. So the Solar Decathlon is a biannual competition sponsored by the U.S. Department of Energy. Every 2 years they have 20 collegiate teams design and build solar-powered homes that are affordable, attractive, and easy to live in.
My name is Rob Best, and I'm the design manager for the Solar Decathlon team. And the point of the competition is to show that solar-powered living and net zero energy living can be something that's accessible really to everybody.
A big part of this competition is each home is meant to produce more electricity than it consumes.
The majority of energy use in homes comes from heating. The second biggest user is often air conditioning, sometimes lighting. So one of the ways that we've dealt with that in this house is that we have very insulated walls, floors, and ceiling. So that'll help keep the heat in the winter and keep the cold out essentially. So we're offsetting the entire energy use with a 7.2 kilowatt solar voltaic array on the roof. And that's going to provide about 120% of what the house actually uses. And that last 20% we're going to use to power an electric car that we'll be showing with the home.
So we started construction after almost a year of just pure design. So the house didn't exist except for on drawings and on computer models.
This is the start home, and right now we're outside of the front door. If you follow me inside here. The front door opens here into the great room, or into the living room space here. If we move this way, watching out for the scaffolding, we get into what will become the kitchen space. So where I'm standing now, we'll have the dining room table and the island. And here's the first time that inside the house we interact with the core. Now the core is the module that contains all of the plumbing, major mechanical and major electrical systems. Here we have the bathroom, and this is now in the center of the core. That's pretty much the house.
Homes are still being built the same way they've been for hundreds of years. There's really no incentive for the average home builder to change his or her practices, which is why this industry just really doesn't get into energy efficiency, doesn't get into better modes of construction. So as part of our design proposal, we're coming up with this thing called the core. And the core is basically an engine for a house. It's something we're designing to be in many, many homes in the future.
So normally everything takes place sequentially and in a very fragmented fashion. And it takes a long time, and you don't really get to optimize the relationships between these different systems.
So we see the answer to this as being this kind of technology where you take the efficient and the time-consuming portions, concentrate those, and then still give the homeowner that flexibility that they desire.
So this idea of a core that we have, you take all those different things and you put it into one box that can be mass manufactured, put on a truck, and then shipped anywhere in the world.
We found a home for the house up at Jasper Ridge Biological Preserve, where the ranger home there has been dilapidated for about the last 15 years and in need of replacement. They had been looking at replacing it this year, so when we said we have a home that needs a home, and they said, well, they needed a house, we saw it as a perfect opportunity. So we're taking it up to Jasper Ridge. It's going to be installed there, and hopefully by the start of the new year, they'll be moved in and living in the house.
So I think what we're doing here is very much geared towards disrupting industry. Most other teams are really just designing a one-time house that will not exist after the competition. But we're thinking about a way to actually bring energy-efficient buildings to everyone around the country. Our goal really isn't even to win the competition, it's to actually inspire change in industry, and I think we're headed in that direction.